Hello Bardians, welcome back to the channel. We are here today with some Skyrim. So today I am testing my mic volume because I realized the um without the mechanical keyboard my voice was very loud last episode. So I turned it down a bit in Streamlabs, and this first episode will be kind of like a test run. I hope it's not too quiet for you guys. It shouldn't be, especially with Skyrim, because of how low the sounds are for some reason. So that will be hopefully good. And after this episode, I will be rewatching it to make sure that it's not too quiet. If it's too quiet, we can just redo the episode. But if in the episode you hear that part, we didn't it was just fine and we didn't restart the episode. But back to this. What we were doing was we went around, sold all my potions, did some training, we killed a dragon, and that was about everything that happened in that episode. We were not ready to take on the mages over for that quest with the mages college. We did get our destruction up to 47. We'll probably go ahead and up that even more. But for now, what are some quests we can do in the meantime? I don't want to do the Dawn Guard yet. We still have the main quest, but I don't really want to do that yet. I think it is time we can go back to the Greybeards for now, turn that in, and then I think we're gonna go ahead and do the Dark Brotherhood. I think we'll do the Dark Brotherhood first though, and then after the Dark Brotherhood, like after that story, we will go ahead and go back to either the main quest or the College of Winterhorde. We can probably do the entire Dark Brotherhood storyline. Also, you may have noticed I keep pulling out my magic and or weapon. That is because I am reloading the controls a little bit because it's been a week because I don't play the games that I record in my spare time because I want to leave everything to the recording. So I do forget sometimes the buttons, but it comes back to me thankfully quite quickly. So that is good. Also, by the time this episode comes out, we should have a channel trailer. I think like 2 hours after this comes out, because it should be at 2 p.m. So we have Skyrim, this episode, coming out at noon. We have Pathfinder Kingmaker coming out at 1 p.m. and then my trailer, which will be moved into the channel trailer. It is about 1 minute and 4 seconds, so it's not long or anything. It's just to get people to learn everything that I'm doing. Also, real quick to talk.
You refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the black... Sacrament? Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Please, how long must I do this? I keep praying, Night Mother. Why won't you answer me? Sweet mother, you've come at last! I knew you would! It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things. And then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. Of course you are. I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grelod the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grelod the Kind. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I'd hate to get...
Retrieved the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Indra Grossi-san, Strundul, Hot-Ibala, Lo, Ran, now. Tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
I apologize for that. I was muted for a little bit. I think it was just coming here and turning in the supplies. I just realized my mic was muted because I muted it to sneeze. But thankfully, we went straight into the cutscenes and everything, so it shouldn't have been too much silence. We also turned that in. Let's see. Quests. Okay. I played so many games lately, I don't remember the correct keys too much. We're gonna go ahead and return to him. We're going to do, we haven't actually discovered that. Interesting. We're going to be doing, this quest, and then we're going to be killing, the lady in charge of the orphanage, so we can start going on track for the excuse me, the Dark Brotherhood. But I do hope you guys have been enjoying the series. I am enjoying the series so far, like making it and everything and watching it back. I did post comments in the pinned a comment in the previous 9 episodes, so 1 through 9, about the quality. I apologize that my mechanical keyboard was so loud. Thankfully, I got that swapped out before too many episodes had gone by. Also, you've probably realized, I believe it was last week, I changed the thumbnail style. It's because I've noticed people that I watch and everything on YouTube. Hang on, I'm gonna sneeze. Apologize. The people I watch on YouTube and everything, and the channels I've gone through, they all do a lot of words on their thumbnails and everything, so I've always been like, oh, that's like the style you have to use. But what I've come to realize, and what I'm going to be doing from now on, is that looks a bit cluttered to me, and I don't really enjoy it. And the way I'm taking YouTube is, it's kind of like a TV show, especially with gaming, since it's like series and stuff, unless you're doing gaming in a bit of a different way. But the majority of it, with like playlists and stuff, is kind of like a series. And if you watch any series, the thumbnail is like a picture of what happens. To me, that doesn't fit the YouTube style. So what I'm doing is having my chibi version of the character with a background for every single episode, because it just, to me, looks better. But they don't have words in the thumbnail in every single series, like anime, normal TV shows, everything. But for some reason, YouTube has always done that. Like, people have always done that for gaming. I could be wrong. I could have missed a couple people that don't. And I understand the basic concept, but to me, with the video, so you have the thumbnail and the title. To me, everything that's put, if people are putting words in the thumbnail, you could just do it for the title to make it look a lot more clean and not cluttered or out of place. And I understand a lot of people look at thumbnails and go, oh, that's really cool, let's go ahead and watch this, and you get the, like, you see, oh, this is what they're playing. But to me, if you're looking at the thumbnail, if it's a clean version of the thumbnail, so kind of like what mine recently are, which are the chibi with the background and then the episode number, you're like, okay, so this is episode 1, and then you can get a guess, a highly educated guess of what all is going on with the thumbnail, like what game it is and everything. There's a dragon. Yeah, but to get back on track. With the also, if you can hear it, I don't know if you can. I do. I don't know if I'm getting sick, but I do have a running nose a little bit, so I apologize for that. Anyways, I get sidetracked a shit ton. But but with that, I've always been more inclined to have, especially recently, because I want to put my own style in it, and I don't want to just copy people, because I don't think that's original or like a good way to have a YouTube channel. So what I've done is do it more like a series and everything. So I went about it long, but the short version is, I feel like the title should carry what it's supposed to be, which is the title, obviously. And so the thumbnail, having it clean with like the episode 1, you know it's episode 1, you can pretty much guess what people are playing. Like, for example, Skyrim, you have the elf with the magic, and then in the background, if anyone's played Skyrim, you know the College of Winterhold. And it has that kind of style to it, because it's not just straight up the College of Winterhold. I don't copy anything like that. I try to do everything an original style with that. also, so you see that and you're like, oh, this looks really cool, and then your eyes glance towards the title. And in previous series and episodes, they were very long titles. I realized that, so I'm keeping it to 3 to 4 words so that it doesn't cut off for mobile users, because I do feel bad for mobile users that see my titles because they're so long they don't actually see the full thing. So you should be able to see the title and the name of the game. So as soon as you see the thumbnail and you're like, oh, that's really cool, and your eyes glance down to the title, you'll know exactly what it is. And to me, that style is very, very better, like much better than what I was doing previously. Also, real quick, I'm gonna save that for later because I'm about to talk to this guy.
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
I delivered the supplies.
Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles. Thanks
Okay.
again.
Now, back to what I was saying. So I think that is much cleaner. Also, my descriptions are very much more stable. By stable, I mean, in the previous episodes, every single description was different, and it didn't really have a branding style. It was all, you had the recap, and then the very bottom was different and would be changed every single one. So instead, what I did, what are the guards fighting? Don't know. But what I did was, everything is the exact same. You have certain categories doing the same thing for across all series on the description. The only difference is there's a recap. And each game has a different recap, obviously, so you can go to the description and you can see everything that happened. Like the synopsis, I think is the correct word. So with all of that, what I'm trying to do is build a brand around my style of creating YouTube videos. And I've been doing this for less than 2 months, and we already have about 80 videos out, and I have swapped my style a lot.
Hate the Dark Elves. Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
No, I don't hate your
You've
people.
come to the wrong city then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you.
Okay. So I am doing all of this to make it more professional looking and also fit my style, and I'm not trying to do something that everyone has already done. I don't like that. I do what I think is cool and what I think fits the way I want to do it. So that's about everything that's new with like the channels and everything. Sorry for rambling, I just wanted to explain it. I probably won't in all the other videos.
Grelod the Kind. Is she, you know?
Haven't decided yet. I might, I don't know, because it's a lot of rambling. But anyways, let's get back to the game. Grelod the Kind is dead.
Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. And thank you. Thank you again.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. I think by the time this episode comes out, it's the 6th, so I'm like 2 days away from being 2 months of YouTube. Let's go this way. I will stick with 2 videos every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, so every day except Sunday. And that won't change, I don't think, ever, unless I'm going out someplace or I'm so like, for example, if I during the summer, if I go camping with my family, or if something happens, I will try to record it in advance, but I'm not going to be changing that schedule. And the way I do it, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get burnt out at all, because I haven't so far, and that's because of the way I structure everything. So my structure, actually, hang on real quick, I need to sell things. But my structure when it comes to YouTube, which I explained it sometime, I don't remember when, but it is, I do 6 recordings Saturday and 6 recordings Sunday. And since I'm a week in advance, that lets me get everything ready and scheduled on Monday. So Saturday and Sunday, I do give or take 4 or 5 hours of recording, because it's 30 minutes an episode. So that's about 3 hours. I watch every single episode. So actually it's about 6 hours I do for my recordings on Saturday and Sundays.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven.
Can I start with this guy?
Apparently some North. Take a look.
Oh, wrong button. Okay.
If you
But,
need another drink, I'll be right.
So Saturday and Sunday I do 6 hours of my time
Things have been
to
a
get
lot
everything
worse
going,
around here
and
since
then
I took over.
Monday it takes about the same 6 hours to create the thumbnails, create the titles, the descriptions,
Take a look.
and then uploading, scheduling, and everything takes about, I want to say 6 hours, maybe even longer. So what that means is when it comes to YouTube, I am doing all my stuff Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which leaves me hang on. How many of this can I sell? So that leaves me with Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of free time. So I have basically 4 days of me being able to relax and do what I want to do, which is basically play more games. And also write, because I'm writing a book at the moment. But it gives me a lot of free time. And that actually has made me not really get burnt out or anything like that doing it. And it also helps that I am used to a more crazier schedule, because a bit of a life rant real quick is so after boot camp, because I was in the military, but I got medically discharged because of hearing. After boot camp, I went straight into a schedule of competitive gaming. What that means is I basically played Valorant, I want to say for a year straight with no breaks. So I played every single day
So you're interested in my
for
potions and
10,
ingredients?
12 hours, I want to say. And with that, I was used to working, and
Come
people are
back
gonna be like,
anytime
oh,
if
it's
you
not
need a
working, you're playing a game, but it's not just all playing the game. I wish it was. It'd be so much easier. There's a lot that goes into it. But afterwards, so after that, so after a year of just having a schedule where I'm doing Valorant for 8 to 10, no, 10 to 12, it would have been 10 to 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. I got used to that type of schedule, and I never really got burnt out because I enjoyed the game. What burnt me out was college. So after that year, during that year, I played with teams in tier 2. That was before.
Oh no, creepy fella.
This guy's
Black robe,
talking.
Couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
So I was playing for tier 2 teams before Someone please hurt. Nope, that was not the right one. What is it? Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Yes. Okay. So, that was before challenges. Sorry, I was trying to remember where it was. So before challenges, I played with tier 2, tier 3 teams. And then I forgot I forgot to take my name off a recruiting site after I joined it was a tier 2 team, like getting just on the scene, so they were doing tournaments and everything like that. And I played for them for about a month before I made the decision, because I forgot to remove my name off the schedule, like off the website, and I ended up getting a message from a collegiate coach who actually only ended up being in that college for 1 semester. Before I do this, I'm going to actually
let me know if there's anything else you need.
be talking real quick, because I want to before doing that, do this. So before I get sidetracked so much, I apologize. But so I ended up deciding to do that, which the team was 100% behind, and they told me if I still had time, I could play for that team still while in college, which was a horrible idea, and I'm glad I didn't accept that because of the schedule I'd have in school. So in college, I had a schedule where I was playing the game after every class, and then after dinner time we had practice and scrims where we'd scrim 2 maps every day, and then after scrimming we'd me and my friend would play even more afterwards, and then go to sleep, and we'd repeat.
Mirabelle does a fine. So you wish to master?
Nope, wrong button. I want to this. And then during game days, which were, so we were in 2 conferences, so we played Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'd scrim Monday, Thursday, and then the weekend he didn't do anything because we didn't scrim or anything because he said that, oh, people need rest. Me and my friend played ridiculous amount of hours. I don't even want to talk about it during the weekend. So I was used to basically all day schedule, 7 days a week for the last, I want to say 5 years. And also dealing with other people. Also, why didn't I just sleep in college? Whoops. So also with dealing with all kinds of sorts of people. That brought me out a lot. So to wrap it up, because I'm just rambling at this point, even though I'm getting to the point I wanted to make. But for YouTube, I'm only doing it 3 days, like recording, posting, and everything, and it feels so nice to not have to do things 7 days a week. So with that, I don't think I'm ever gonna get going out doing this, if I'm being honest. Apologies for rambling so much, and I hope you guys don't mind and understand what I was coming from and talking about. I just wanted to go ahead and explain why we're probably gonna keep this schedule and why you won't have to worry about me not keeping it. Anyways, let's get back to this. What? Where am I? Who are you?
Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod,
You know about that?
Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old Crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight problem.
A problem?
You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay.
You want me to murder someone else? Ooh.
Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now. That's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, oh, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire.
Alright, I'll do it. I'll kill one of them.
See, I knew we could resolve this civilly. A debt owed must be repaid. You understand that. Well, get to it then. Pick your guest and send the poor fool to the void. I'll give you the key to this shack and you'll be on your way.
Okay, so with the start of this quest, we are going to end it here. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please leave a like down below. Also leave a comment. I appreciate every single comment people have made. I've gotten a couple. I always respond and like them, and it makes my day when I get a comment. I won't lie. It's like when you're opening Christmas presents and you feel like they're all giddy and it's like really exciting. Kind of like that. It also a little bit of anxiety because I'm always, when I'm typing, I'm like, I really hope they don't like think I'm being rude. But lastly, subscribe to the channel. It helps so much and it lets you not miss out on any of my updates or when videos come out, even though my schedule is very set in stone. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day and I'll see you guys in the next one.